Okay, this is the end of the safescimet drug safety and stem cell course. I'm Chris Goldring and I'm sitting here in my office with Isabel Hopp, who is originally from Germany, yeah, okay, and who has recently started a PhD in the Institute of Translational Medicine in the University of Liverpool. Isabel, I'd like, if you don't mind, to ask you just a couple of brief questions about the course, which we can use as feedback to give us some idea about how to evolve the course so that we know what's working, what we need to improve, and what you found good about the course and what will be good in the future. So I'll just ask you a couple of questions. So first of all, if you had a time to think about the course before coming on the course, and you were thinking about what the course may be like, do you think that your expectations of what the course would be like were met?
I think so. I was expecting, the first thing I expected was to get some more insight into the biological background and to listen to different research groups in the world who present their projects and just give a little bit more insight about all the methods they use and about how everything is like involved together. So it was quite good. And I expected to get a little bit more insight on companies.
Yeah.
It was quite met. So actually, everything I expected was there.
Okay. Okay. Thanks, Isabel. So these courses run approximately once every 2 years. So it's very good for us to know, to get advice from the students about what we may change, how we may modify and may evolve the course. When we run the course again, what advice would you have about what we could do differently?
Okay. From my perspective as a student, it was really interesting to get insight into the research area, but the things about the regulatory aspects, like we had two speakers, one from Germany, one from England, it was quite complicated and it was absolutely not our field. So it was a little bit difficult to follow all of these instructions and regulatory issues. So what I would have liked, or what would have been better, probably to have like shorter talks, like 15 to 30 minutes from more countries, and they just give a little bit insight into their regulatory aspects and how they, like for example, do stem cell research and what are the guidelines, and then probably like a little bit more discussion how they interact together.
Okay.
And I would have liked, for example, to see if people like don't go with the guidelines but try to find other ways around them, and I would have liked to know a little bit more about like the whole thing and a little bit more discussions between the countries to have a compare and, you know, I mean.
That's a good idea, and I guess I'm just sort of thinking on my feet here, one way to do that would be to have one single day within the 5 days, if it was still 5 days, which was devoted solely to regulation. Then you would have, hopefully you would have in the room all those 2 regulators plus other people who spoke a little bit about regulation during the week. That's really good advice, actually, Isabel. That's very good advice, very, very good advice. Yeah, and certainly we can see whether that can be possible for the next course. So my third and final question, would you recommend this course to other people, other students, friends who are doing this kind of thing?
I would definitely recommend it. I mean, for example, I studied chemistry, so it was quite interesting to see like how stem cell research works and to get like a little bit more insight into the biology.
Yeah.
I really would say that I learned a lot in this course. I mean, I really improved all the knowledge I have about different techniques you can use and how to start actually research. It was interesting to see if there's any problem and how to go the ways to solve it. It was really good, and I think it was really helpful to me, definitely.
Isabel, thank you very much for your time and very, very honest, very, very useful answers. Thank you.
Thanks.